Thanks for coming back and rocking with us, man. You already know what it is. Island God Talk Podcast, man. Your favorite two hosts in the building, JU, sitting across from Kingmeechyyy. How you doing today, bro?
Bro, I'm doing great. It's another Sunday. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Great. I look at Sunday as the beginning of the week. A lot of people look at it as the end because it's the last day of the weekend. But it's the beginning of the week, you know what I'm saying? Time to get things in order. Start the habits off right. Start the habits right.
I feel you. Bro, but let's get into this thing. Let's really get into this thing. For the simple fact, because we was talking about this before, with the whole beef with Drake, J. Cole, everybody, Metro. If you had to guess, what do you think the root of the problem is?
I would say a lot of people leaving it up to trivial things like, okay, it's over women. And you can say that because I do feel like Drake is that type of guy that he's not a respectable man as far as like, yeah, he knows you and he see you got this girl and he like how that girl look. He might slide in her DM. He might try to be on some extra friendly shit with her first to see if it's a little crack he can slide into. And he just seems like a slimy type of guy. We've seen that behavior with him over a long period of time, but I think for the most part, a lot of these things are deeper. Like as far as Metro, him and Metro, yeah, that's probably when it comes. Both of them probably pillow talking to the same girls. Like all these rappers, we're talking about feminine guys here, and I'm saying for the most part. Now they said him and Future, they said that was about a girl. But I was also hearing that it could also be because they were supposed to do What a Time to Be Alive too. And for whatever reason, Drake didn't do that album and he went and did Her Loss with 21 Savage. And maybe Future feels like, well, you're going to do something with an Atlanta guy, especially. It's like a lot of this shit, it's a lot of history behind shit. So if you go back to Drake and Meek beef, after that beef was over, Drake needed that hood stamp. And who did he get it from? Future. That's when they dropped the first one, What a Time to Be Alive, with all those diamond records and stuff like that, all those that collab project. So they dropped that project, and we hear rumors, okay, What a Time to Be Alive 2 is coming, but that doesn't come when we get Her Loss. Maybe Future felt a little bit type of way about that. Maybe Drake promised like, oh, we're going to do this, because I think the theme of it is we don't trust you for a reason. It's about them, like him not being a trustworthy nigga.
I like that. I like that a lot. And see, that's a different way to look at it. Me, I look at it as like, bro, I think it's entirely over a girl. Entirely. Because I feel like the same thing that be happening like to them in their circle happens to like the most basic person in the hood. No cap. Like when it comes down to like men, like even they might not be friends, but like kind of associates. We business together. We do business together. Oh, I told him about one of my shoulders. Yeah, she a real eater. She do this and this and this. Then the nigga want to find out. And then that's where and Drake having that personality and he has the access to probably get mostly any girl he wants.
I think, yeah, I would say Metro, definitely when it comes to a girl. Future, I can't believe it's that trivial, only because these are guys who are, you're not going to see the entire scope of their friendship through the media and stuff like that. These are guys who, FBG, Future, and OVO, they hang out, they fuck thousands of bitches together and shit like that. So to say, oh, it's just one girl that Future had, that Drake had, like both of these are the two type of guys that I don't think they really caring about the bitches too much when it comes to the ones that they just fucking now. Yeah, maybe if you fuck with Future's collection, then possibly. But I would say it's just more so him showing over time and time again, he's not a trustworthy nigga, whether it comes to a girl, shit, the nigga might try to fuck your mama. Like, Drake is just one of those dudes that you can't trust. You know what I'm saying? You could be his brother and he might try to fuck your girl. He's just one of those type of guys that has distrust, because like I always say, a girl that has gotten some type of body work done, she's delusional. Same with a guy. But dude gotta go get carved out ass. He's not right in the head. He's not somebody that I would want to have around me. You can't do hard work and discipline, the things and morals and values that this podcast was built upon to get a nice body, then something is probably wrong with you.
That's a fact. I like that a lot. That's a big one. And I look at it like this. So we know he is that type of person. Mm-hmm. So I can see why it escalated the way it did. Because I feel like if y'all are truly locked in, niggas not falling out over bitches. Never. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the same time, you wouldn't fuck with someone that close to me. You wouldn't do it because you know, oh, this might can cause a problem.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, okay, Drake and Metro, both of them was fucking with the same girl. The girl's pillow talking between both of them. But then comes the sneak disses and the subtle disses in the tracks to Metro. And Metro's not a rapper, so how can he respond but to make a whole project and he made all the beats and niggas is dissing you on all these beats. And we can get to Ross. As far as like Rick Ross, he explained. He said, okay, you send a cease and desist to French Montana. I heard the tracks that was allegedly Drake sent the cease and desist for. Drake, what's the first thing he does when he find out Ross don't like him and Ross don't follow him? He knows, oh, Ross going through shit with his baby mama and shit. Let me fly her out, give her a personal handwritten letter to come to my show. Like, that's the type of guy Drake is. And like, he's always, he don't got no one up on the real, like, guys from the street, real African American men. I'm saying he really doesn't have a one up on them. So that's what he always goes to. He knows it's a soft place you can find with most guys, and it's probably gonna be through a woman.
Exactly. That is a fact, bro. And I feel like there's two ways to really go about it. Yeah, you can go back and forth with them like, oh, you hit my bitch, I hit your bitch. We can just keep going that. But you don't even want to play that game with Drake. You got to really hit Drake where it hurts. No cap. You really got
to hit him where it hurts, and it's only going to come through, really the only one that can like demolish him, and it's going to be Kendrick, and that's through bars. It's going to have to come through bars. It's not going to, it's like Drake tried to say something about Kendrick's fiance, but half the shit everybody is saying so far is cap. As far as like even when Cole was like trying to downplay Kendrick's projects and stuff like that in his song, it's like it sounds good on the beat, but I can't say Kendrick don't got at least 3 classics in his catalog. You feel me? So Drake, him even. What was I saying? He said something that was cap about somebody. I'll come back to that, and then we got A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
I believe their thing is mostly about Rihanna, but then A$AP, he's the one who really dropped the biggest bomb so far. If you think about it, and he said, I fucked before you birthed, son. Flago hit it first, son. That's what he's trying to say. Like, and I can believe that only because he's always in Europe. Drake has a European baby mama, and his girl is a European thought. You feel me? I mean, his baby mama's a European thought. So
exactly,
I can believe that one.
And I feel like people aren't talking about it that as much as the other ones, which is kind of interesting to me. I like, because damn, he really hit your baby mama. But you got to think that we're going back to that game. I hit your hoe, you hit my hoe. That's not a winning game. That's really it's never going to be a winning game.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's like, I don't think none of these guys are crying. Maybe they've been butthurt a little bit.
Yeah, like
Drake and The Weeknd, they've had problems on and off for years now. I'm saying, going back to Drake not wanting to sign to him, to Drake trying to fuck one of his bitches, and just literally like it's always something about Drake and how he can't. It's not even he can't control himself. He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
If he can find a way to get at you through a girl, most likely because he don't got hands like that, and he ain't like the type of guy to he don't got hands like that, and he has chinks in his armor. People know he has Ghost Riders. People know he's got a BBL. Like, he's at the same time. I think the track he dropped, it was I fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just told Metro whole ass gonna make some drums, like,
which is insane.
Yeah, because it's like that's the only thing. Metro is not a rapper, and he's not the confrontational type of guy to say something directly to Drake. So he gonna have to really just shut his ass up on that one. But like I said, I think him and Ross gonna go back. But I just don't know what else Ross can say in a song. Like I was saying before we even started the pod, I was saying like Ross said a lot of stuff, but the angle he's taking is not too much more he can say unless he said it was gonna be a long game, so maybe he do got some hidden gems.
He gonna need him because I ain't gonna lie, Drake he was snapping. He was snapping a little bit
For just responding 2 hours. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But it is what it is, and I feel like the thing you can really learn from this, the whole reason we talk about this, there's people like that in everyday life, like Drake's, like people that really don't control themselves, especially when it comes down to men. That's why you gotta watch that shit and watch like who you calling. Like, are y'all actually friends? Are y'all more associates? Is this a business relationship? What is it? Because I feel like you try to bring people around that's just not supposed to be. Like you try to bring people, like let's say you're bringing someone to your house, has no business at your house type beat.
But I think usually with these things, it's like, okay, we're in the same industry. We're both titans in our industry. It makes sense for us to work together. We got two different artists. But that's why Drake and Ross, they got so many great fucking songs. You know what I'm saying? They have plenty of great songs. I've seen like a top 10 list of all these. Like, they got great songs together. So it only makes sense, like, damn, we made this good music, we performed together. Of course, you're going to start to develop some type of relationship. The thing about rap is it's so mixed with the streets, when the streets have a mixed set of morals already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the whole backdoor thing comes from, like being in the streets and you really fucking with somebody and them putting something, whether it's money or pussy, over y'all relationship and backdooring you, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all this shit is. There's just a bunch of backdooring left and right. I don't know if the only thing about Ross is why now type shit. Like you,
he was waiting for
hell yeah. It's like sometimes, and that's the other thing. It's like you have people that be secretly envious, secretly jealous. Because my thing is, and Ross baby mama said it before he even dropped the song. Like, no, he's real racist. So he be talking about this and that. Like, because she been exposing him for a while, and I think the whole imagine before because Ross gonna follow him, and then Drake got his baby mama to come to the show and all that shit. So it's like, which is to me is sick. You gotta also, again, like I say, rappers, they're not the smartest guys. Some of them are feminine. See his Ross baby mama getting on the camera acting all masculine. And just being a whole op. She said, at least I'm not a cop. I don't mind being an op. And to me, it's like, I don't know, you should get a woman that's going to be more respectable in y'all time of parting ways, no matter what the reason.
That's a fact. And we're going to touch on Tom Brady's Giselle here later on in the episode. Stay tuned for that one. I got some stuff I got to say. Bro, but I do agree. And I feel like, but if it is, it's all really feminine energy. Because I feel like unfollowing somebody on Instagram, like, why are you, like, all right, just let it go. But then Drake just took it a step further, like, I'm going to fly out your DM. So it's like they start playing these tit-for-tat games, and I don't understand it. Because I feel like if it's supposed to be like, if it's some real life, check it. Like, say what it is. Like, nah, I got a problem with you because you did this, this, and this, and I can't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, and I don't mind you even keeping it on rap because, like I said, competition and healthy competition, those are masculine traits. Like, I think as far as the rap aspect, everybody is doing good. It's just a lot of the reasons why shit is happening is more so like feminine reasons, as far as like, you know, I think, who am I missing? What, Metro Weekend, Cole, well, Cole's not in this shit no more. Metro Weekend, Future, Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's it, and I don't know, it just really, Kendrick, of course. Oh, yeah. But I think it's just really the test of Drake's career because he lost to Pusha T.
He did lose to Pusha T. He beat Meek though. He beat Meek
only because Meek don't know how to play the internet correctly. To me, Meek, when he was dropping those 4 songs in the packs and shit, and he was the one song where he's like, yeah, they in the floor below us right now as I'm recording this, talking about like OVO and Drake, like they was in the same hotel and shit like that. And Meek was recording this song above him. He just didn't market that correctly because that was a better song than Back to Back. Back to Back was just a hit. You know what I'm saying? And the most memorable line is this: a world tour, your girls tour, and shit like that. Yeah. So it's like, he had those quotables, and I think Meek just came back too late, and he didn't do it right. And Meek just is terrible with the internet.
Yeah,
like now they saying if me and you we fucking horse playing doing some gay shit, like you're meeking around. Like I seen comments about that.
Meeking around is insane. That's a good one. No, damn. Don't be meeking around out here, bro. But I feel like that's the same thing. Drake is very good at playing the internet, and I remember that song. They was blasting that song on the radio back to back to back.
Literally, it was a hit. He was performing at the shows. He literally damn near had the whole Philly, the police department, when he went down there and he performed it in the midst of the beef in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd still going crazy, screaming. Like, it really made Meek look bad. So he definitely won that battle, but Meek wasn't ready for that battle. I would say that Meek hadn't been. Meek is on his own. Like, if we just had both of them, especially at that time, Drake no ghostwriter writing songs and shit like that, I feel like Meek probably got the better natural pen. I don't think Meek ever really took reference tracks or writers and shit like that. And also that people could say it's because of the ghostwriting shit, but nah, it started because of Nicki over a girl. Now I'm saying, really, when it comes down to it, and you see Nicki didn't take a side in that. She kind of stayed neutral. Yeah, and it's like all of that just made Meek look very, very bad, and it's like that's why he really fucked up even fucking with Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And shit, Quentin Miller got beat up as a extra casualty of that shit by Meek's crew. It's like, you exposed this dude for getting ghostwriting back, but you beat up the ghostwriter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was just crazy.
Bro, and I look at that stuff. That's why I think this stuff right now is over a woman. It's a woman always have something to do with it. But if a woman does have something to do with it, it's feminine. It's feminine. Just know
it's more. It's just so much more complex because it's not just one guy and one guy.
Yeah.
One guy and one guy. One guy to one guy. Then you can say music, Metro and Drake. Then you can say that's that. But that's not even rap beef. That's just two niggas beefing because Metro don't rap. You know what I'm saying?
He don't.
Yeah. And then everything else, you could say The Weeknd, it was a lot of different issues, but the biggest one going back, like a lot of the times, like people didn't even know Weeknd and Drake was beefing. Like they had 3 different beefs before. And one of them was over a girl. The other one was because he didn't want to sign, and I forgot what the other one was about. But that's why it's always like, it's still OVO, XO when they are cool, but then when they not, it's XO over here, OVO over here. And you see even Weeknd's manager posted a Cash. He's a known person in Canada, Toronto and stuff like that. He posted a picture with Future, and they was just laughing and shit like that. Cause so that shit is definitely a lot, and it's gonna be interesting to see. I think Drake needs to respond more? Nah, Kendrick's really on the clock right now. As of right now, this Sunday.
Kendrick's on the clock.
Yeah, he got to drop. He got to drop at this point.
He should, because he would. Oh, that was a big bar of Drake. Was like, because Kendrick really had to pay 50% of everything he made to his label.
Which to be honest, that's actually a fairer deal than most artists get, and I know that was the basis of the song, and he tried to insinuate that because Kendrick, he's not even on Top Dog no more, so that whole last project, maybe his other stuff, his older stuff, the label probably does own 50%, but that's kind of standard and shit like that. But it doesn't make sense because he's saying when Top say drop, you had to drop and give me 50, but it's like Kendrick, as it's clear to see, he drops when he wants to drop. It's like nobody pushing him. So, and then he says something about his height. And he insinuated that him and his old label was beefing when that's not true either. So it's like I said, the song sounded good because he came at so many people and responded a lot, but it wasn't nothing damning or but also Kendrick is such a damn near. He's a polarizing figure because he got the streets behind him. Damn near all the street niggas in LA. Like the difference between Drake go to LA, he gotta move around like the president. Kendrick can get in the car and drive anywhere he want around LA. Somebody might try to fuck with him, but it's highly likely that no one gonna fuck with Kendrick because they know what's behind Kendrick as far as the gang ties in LA and shit like that. And he's been with his high school sweetheart forever, so it's not girls that's gonna come out the woodworks pillow talking about him.
He has a high school sweetheart too?
Yeah, him and Cole. I don't know if Cole's a high school sweetheart, but
she
might be college.
Yeah,
but,
like she was.
But they both, got girls from before they was famous type shit.
That's what's up.
And Drake don't got that. That's why Drake is doing Drake right now. Because if he had that, then he would probably not be in a lot of this other shit.
He wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't. Having a good.
But will we even see him as Drake? How we see him now? Type shit.
Not at all. Not at all. Because he wouldn't be doing. Hopefully, he wouldn't be getting whores pregnant and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wasn't talking. I was just talking about would he be as like a great of an artist as he is type shit.
I think he might be a little better.
Yeah, possibly, but it's like so much of the shit has been fueled through the beefs. It's like him and Pusha T would have never been. They may have beefs still. They may have had beef still, but it would have been different because Pusha wouldn't have had no skeletons to put out the closet.
That is facts. Like knowing he had a kid, and that's how it all came out. When how ASAP Rocky, because it could have been ASAP Rocky's kid or Drake's kid.
Yeah, I did hear something about like it was like a threesome, like how you know the baby yours. Somebody did say that, but also like even with the kid thing, Pusha says a girl that Drake's like most known producer 40. Yeah, he said a girl that 40 was fucking told Pusha about that shit. Drake doesn't believe that. That's why Drake went so hard at Kanye because Drake told Kanye that he had a kid. And Pusha is under Kanye's label, so Drake believes Kanye. That's where the whole sicko mode and all that shit came from when they went during that time. Because he's like, and Drake was really when he was beefing with Pusha, he was beefing with all of it with good music, not good the whole good music, but Kanye and Pusha together type shit.
Damn. Do you think Kanye would do some shit like that?
In the midst of beef, possibly, because him and Drake have been on and off before that. So I say in the midst of beef, possibly. Do I think Pusha would lie? I don't know. And then also at the same time, that's when Kanye was going through all that other shit. So I think he was even around as much to be able to tell somebody like about this shit. I don't know, but at the same time, if I know some shit and my artist is beefing with another artist, I'm gonna help my artist out. So I'll say like.
But what if that artist, the other artist, he beefing with your nigga though?
I mean, are we niggas or are we just niggas that worked together before type shit?
That's why I was saying.
Because I'm like, why are you dissing my artist? Even though I believe, Pusha kind of started it because he was dropping subliminals first on. We remember like it was a time period Kanye, all his good music artists was dropping like 5-song EPs and shit back to back to back. And on one of the songs, Pusha did diss Drake. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know if you heard about this, but Tom Brady, you know he got a divorce. And you just mentioned this before. It's y'all purpose. Like when you are with a woman, it's y'all's purpose. Like y'all are working towards a singular purpose, right? Mm-hmm. So what should you do when at first y'all are working on that purpose, but then your girl wants to leave? She's telling you, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." What should you do in that situation?
To be honest, that seems like that's damn near a more serious reason to break up than cheating to me. Like, I'm saying, because it's like cheating, that's some physical shit. Some guys feel like they can work past that. To me, both of them are non-negotiable deal breakers. But yeah, it's definitely because now y'all pulling in two different directions type shit. And I think she forgot how this shit even came upon itself. Because you gotta think, they are. Maybe she, like, it could be a difference. Like, maybe she's suggesting, maybe it's time for you to move to the next layer. Don't you feel like you've completed enough in this layer or some shit like that? But if she's giving you, like, ultimatums saying, like, no, we should do this other, or you should just do this other thing and just stay at home and start dying and some shit like that. Like, that shit, to me, she just, and it happens to a lot of people. They get so far, you forget where you came from. You forget how the fuck you got here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if somebody gave me a crazy cosign and put me on, and 20 years later I'm acting like they ain't shit, that's fucked up. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why a lot of, like, even going back to rappers, like a guy like Drake, they're never go to him say nothing bad about Jay Prince, goddamn Wayne, none of them, because he already know. He says all the time, like, without y'all I wouldn't be here type shit. And I think a woman that has a life where she has to ask for nothing should leave those decisions up to the guy.
I totally agree. And I feel like if she tries to switch up like that, or like trying to deviate from the purpose or the goal, that is an unruly woman, and you have to get her gone immediately, bro. Simple as that. For the simple fact, she forgot. She forgot what y'all been through and what was the whole reason. Or maybe she forgot, like, the hierarchy in the relationship, maybe. And I think that's what happened with Giselle and Tom Brady. Maybe Giselle was making a little too much money and then said, like, no, I want you to spend more time with the kids and the family. Bro, but if Tom Brady, if he feels like his mission to go play football, that's what he needs to do. And you see, and I only bring this up because the type of woman she is, she was the same woman that cheated on him while they were married.
Do you know if she was just like a model, or was she like an athlete?
I thought she was or that might be Tom Brady's wife. I thought she was just a model. That's what I was on.
Now I was asking because I had came across Jake Paul's page, and I didn't even know he had a long-term girlfriend. It's been a year now. He actually made a post about it, and she's a professional speed skater. You know what I'm saying? Professional speed skater, nice looking bunny, you know. But and I was bringing that up to say they seem like a more Tom Brady would have a more compatible relationship if he had someone that knew what he was going on type shit. Like, it's like an entrepreneur. Yeah, you don't want a boss bitch, but you do want a woman that also has kind of sort of entrepreneurial mindset, because if I'm an entrepreneur, or if I'm an NBA player, or this person with this type of lifestyle, and you want to be a teacher or a nurse or a doctor, our lifestyles are fucked up, man. Especially the teachers. You gotta think. If I'm in entrepreneurship or content creation, more than likely the weekends is still work time. If you got a job where you 9 to 5 all week and you feel like you just want to chill on the weekend, we're not really compatible at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that our schedules, and then also you're working in the day, sleep at night. I'm working all the time, sleeping when I can. I said sleeping when I can. So I just think maybe it would make sense for a woman that just doesn't understand what her man is going through at all.
I feel that. And I understand that point. But I also think, even so, like, it's still one purpose, one goal. Like, so whatever you're doing, it has to be aligning with what I'm trying to do. And you might be right. Maybe they just couldn't get it right. Maybe he just couldn't get it right. But it's just the fact that, like, they were literally married. And she's the same one saying how hard the divorce was and stuff. But you literally cheated on him.
Did she?
Yes. Went on an interview about it.
Oh, she said. But you gotta think, and that's why shout out Anton Dance, because this is actually one of his points. He always says, after the kids are of age where they don't really need to be like babied and looked at 24/7, they going off to school and shit like that, you gotta put your woman back to work. Like, because if she's not taking care of the kids, then she got an idle mind. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, we can call her unruly, we can say all these things, but she's still a reflection of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it says, to me, it's going to say more about you if your girl is cheating on you than it says about her. Yeah, it says a lot about her, but at the end of the day, I mean, she's a woman type shit. How judgmental do I really want to be about her actions when, like I say, she's a reflection of the man she's with?
That is true. That is a great point. That is a great point. I mean, I guess that's going to come down to vetting the woman better. If we're really being honest, like picking a better woman. But I feel like some things as men, we're gonna get wrapped up in our work, and that might just happen. And I feel like if I'm not giving her the emotional support she needs, and she feels the need to go out and cheat, it is what it is, bro. I feel like that's more so. I feel like at that point, what can you do? Because you can't really expect a man to be 100% good at all times, like 100% like on this shit. Don't get me wrong, he has to be on this shit. But I'm saying everybody's gonna fall. And if when I fall, you're not there to support me, what point are you like? What's the point of even having a woman in your life?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think that applies in this situation. If she's just saying, well, we already know why she divorced her. Like him not being around, him wanting to do his thing and all that shit. So I think is like, yeah, she definitely is an immoral woman. She made the wrong choices. Probably was raised incorrectly. Probably a little bit selfish, entitled, and all of these things. But those are things like, to me, I can point out a woman that's gonna cheat and a woman that's not gonna cheat just by, or that's more than likely not gonna cheat just by having conversation with her. And yeah, God is not gonna be there all the time, and you ain't gonna be the perfect man all the time. But that's why I say you gotta have something for her to do, so that shit not even ever gonna become an option. Cause like, you know what I'm saying, it's with women, it's not, oh, I see this hot guy, I'm just gonna want to go fuck him. It's a lot leading up to it. She been mentally cheating way before that shit even got to that point. You gotta think, she at home scrolling on Instagram, seeing all these girls. She going to football games. She seeing all of these other guys and shit all the time. So if he's not on his A game when it comes to making sure her ass got something to do, then yeah, she might start to fall to a trap of thoughts she shouldn't be having and shit like that. But also, like I say, that just comes to the type of woman you get in general in the first place. He probably got her because she was hot and sexy. He didn't care about how many bodies she already had. Because, mind you, if you are the only body a girl ever had, do you think she's gonna cheat? To me, I don't think, like, I would bet on the virgin being less likely to cheat than the girl that got 10 bodies and I just got with her because she looked good.
That is a great point.
She was nice to me because I'm Tom Brady.
Literally, that is a great point. So it's gonna go back to the girl, like betting the girl, because I look at it like this. Yeah, any girl can cheat, but you definitely can like reduce the chances of getting cheated on. Yeah. One, doing your push-ups every day, and I feel like it's the same thing with like they say a Lamborghini. It's the most safest car, but you're not gonna leave it in the hood, type shit.
And now I can really get on her ass after we analyze that part of it, because at the same time, like, the nigga is Tom Brady. Like, are you fucking stupid? You're not gonna find nothing else ever that close. You're not gonna want to go to rappers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Other athletes are gonna slut you out. Actors, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Or just foreign white guys. There's gonna be actors and foreign white guys for her at this point in her life, and it's like, you already got multiple kids. Your value is low. She don't even understand that her value is low as fuck right now. But like I said, those are things that she got to deal with. At the end of the day, Tom Brady gonna win. Like, the nigga going to the Hall of Fame. Like, he's can still get whatever skinny white model he wants type shit.
Anyone he wants, way younger than her.
Exactly. There's thousands of those clones of her. Goddamn, all you gotta do is go to Eastern Europe and see 100 million of them.
I'm telling you, and then he can get a new one with a better personality too. He probably gonna be feeling better. It just gotta remind himself, yeah, I'm really Tom Brady. Like, I'm that guy. Like, don't play with me. That's all it is.
And she did something that was felt like how she felt in the moment, and that's the thing. Women don't look long term a lot of times, so she's gonna catch the losing end of the stick.
Facts. But you gotta think, there's always gonna be signs. Like, even with that, you say what you want, bro. But if my girlfriend was to run up and jump in your arms, I'm gonna have a problem. Like the shit with Antonio Brown. Is that not insane?
Yeah, it is. Definitely insane. Yeah, and like I said, there's that. Like I said, it's signs, but to me, I don't know their culture, because, like I said, he kisses his sons on the cheek. So I don't know if they just touchy, friendly people, and like I said, he's lived in the house, and he said he didn't have sex with her, type shit. So I'll take that. I'll take his word on that over anything that she said. I don't care if she said yes, no, whatever. I'll take his word on that he didn't have sex with her. But if he was living in the house, more than likely he got close with the whole family type shit. Because it's probably times Tom not there and AB just on the couch chilling, being AB type shit. And it's still the optics, and that's what we go back to last time. I was just saying, like, the optics of that shit don't look good. Like, no matter what the relationship is, how that shit looks just doesn't look good.
I'm telling you, and I feel like these are some things your girl should have to know. Like, my girl should know, like, what to do and what not to, especially when we're at that kind of level. You're always being watched. And I feel like, at the same time, just like you said, the man is going to be a reflection of the woman's going to be a reflection of the man, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. So for the simple fact, I got you out here hugging on AB, like, what the world? That just looks bad. It just looks bad on me. That's how I'm going to look at it. He might not care, but I feel like you should care how you look. Not just because you care about other people, just for the simple fact, it's an image. Like, how do you carry yourself?
Exactly. And the only thing is, I feel like I'm not sure if this is a woman that he got before he became who he was. Like, but before,
I have no idea.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm pretty sure she probably came during his career, his Patriots career at some point. You know what I'm saying, and that's one of those things that's the situation Drake don't want to be in. You feel me? Oh, this girl, she likes me because I'm Drake. She knows I'm Drake, and yeah, we may have had a few deep conversations, but her whole attraction is really more so surface level than anything, because that's what that seems like for real at the end of the day. Like, no woman is gonna, I don't know, I feel like we never gonna hear Kendrick's wife doing some shit like that, because that's his high school sweetheart. She knew him when he was just the 5'5" short nigga rapping, you know what I'm saying, trying to rap, you know what I'm saying. So it's like that shit is different from you already got a Super Bowl or two and this girl comes into your life and she gonna be the best chameleon. That's gonna be the biggest chameleons out of all of them, is the girl that knows exactly how many she Googled your net worth before she started like taking you seriously.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you gotta watch out for those chameleons. And I feel like some good ways to spot a chameleon, bro. They're gonna start switching up eventually, like, and it's gonna be little things you can ask. Me, a good one, because I feel like a girl, she's gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear. But then sometimes I feel like you gotta say some stuff out of the water and really ask those. What are some of those deep questions? I'm gonna let you hit that joint.
Like, what you mean, to ask a girl? To
see if she's really.
I mean, it's gonna be the actions, because you can ask any really deep question and she's gonna know what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Based on it, well, it depends though. It depends on how much you've already said. If you already said, "Oh, this is the type of woman you want, and these are your standards and shit like that," all her answers are gonna relate to that. So I would say it starts with just being mysterious enough to where she will let you know who she is before she even knows how interested you are. Because she knows you're really interested, then she's gonna try to keep it there. She don't want to say that one thing like, "Oh, I trim my nails and I throw them all over the house," or some shit like that. She not gonna tell you she do that. Yeah. If you've already told her, you know, you like girls with good hygiene and this and that and the third. But the actions is going to show. If that's her habit, she's going to do it eventually, and then you're going to know, like, bitch, you lied to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bitch, you lied to me.
And that's the same thing in all instances. I do think you got to realize, like, Western women, 9 times out of 10, they've already had a few bodies. They already had some damage in their life. So they're gonna hide certain things about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hasn't been many girls I've met that just completely 100% upfront, honest, like, "Oh yeah, I did this," and especially when it comes to their past relationships, because I do think she's been in past relationships. You should know a little bit of information about it. But most of the girls are gonna say, "Oh, he did this to me, he did that to me, he did this," and I'm just a girl. Like, that's their favorite fucking line. I'm just a girl. I didn't do nothing at all to him. Type shit, which is. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, two people in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, both of y'all have did certain things. Now the big thing that made the breakup happen, yeah, that might be him or it could still be her, but 9 times out of 10, she's gonna play victim.
I'm telling you,
most of it.
And I feel like a good question to ask is spot out like chameleons, bro. It's gonna be like it's not even about the question, it's about the response. Is she taking responsibility for stuff? I feel like that's gonna be the biggest one. Every bad girl I know does not take responsibility for Nathan.
Nothing ever happened in their lives, and that's how you know, like, okay, this is a professional victim. In the same way she's talking about her exes to me or her past situations or past conflicts or fallouts with friends, it's the same way she's going to be talking about it to other people. Like, to me, I don't know. I just, it's like as a man, it's kind of just easier to be upfront and be honest, lay everything out on the table and move from there. But when you have women that aren't willing to do the same, I think the only woman that really can do that 100% is going to be, like I said, more pure, younger, probably a virgin. Yeah, because she don't have nothing to hide. Like, more the ones that got anything to hide, they probably gonna hide it. It's because he'll never find out. Especially the types that they moved from their hometown or fucking with a guy that don't know people in their hometown that'll never find out. Yeah, you ain't gonna know about the train. I'm sorry.
You're not, but you gotta do them hoe facts, bro. You gotta do them hoe facts. And really, it's gonna be several ways. Another good one, look at her friends, bro. Don't get me wrong. Birds of a feather do fly together to a certain extent. But it's gonna be some similarities there. It's just and that's just what it is, bro. So if she got, let's say it's a group of 4 girls. 3 of these girls are whores, and just 1 isn't.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. If she got a lot of whore friends, and not to say that she's not that one that's not a hoe, but it's just how she talks about them. Like, is she defending their actions? Is she hiding things about them too? Or is she kind of just being honest? Like, yeah, she be doing this. She be like, the one that's being honest about the friends, you can work with that. You can work with that because 9 times out of 10, she's going to be the one that, okay, her friends aren't going to like the new moves she's making with you and shit. So they probably going to fall out. But the one that's defending them and the one that ain't trying to, like, be honest about the friends, she's going to be the one to be more so, like, probably choose them over you.
I'm telling every single trip. And I feel like these are a great questions to ask because now your girlfriend can get caught up in something. Like, oh, if her friend is a whore and they're going to this club, like, bro, and that's what be throwing me off, bro. Especially, like, when these girls do go to the club. You're going to a club with your whore friend? Come on, there's no way. There's no way something bad isn't gonna happen. She's a whore. She's gonna fuck. She's gonna fuck. And then you get roped into it. Now they on the 2-man. And then you're thinking, oh, my girl, she's not doing something. Yeah, she might not be, but it's just the aesthetics of it. Like,
a single girl isn't going to have the best interest of her friend's relationship.
They never do.
And even the only time is if you're like the girl that's in a relationship is doing some whole shit, then to try to, which still isn't in the best interest, lying and trying to protect, try to hide some shit, or you catch a girl up in some shit. It's like, nah, you can call my friend and ask her. She'll tell you I ain't do nothing. And I like, you think I'm gonna believe the friend? Yeah, I'm gonna believe a whore about anything? Like, nah, y'all gonna lie for each other the same way the police lie for each other, the same way niggas and gangs lie for each other. Like, y'all, it's a sisterhood with that shit sometimes.
I'm telling you, it do be. So at that point, you might not never know, but these are just no women to avoid, bro, because it's not worth it. And when people throw around the insecure word, I be like, you realize a majority of people are getting cheated on, literally, like a vast majority, men and women. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. So I look at it as like, if you don't want to get cheated on, you have to have rules in your relationship.
To me, getting cheated on or being with a girl that's one of these modern ratchets, she listen to Sexy Red every day, being with one of those type of women is not in the best interest for my purpose. And that's the biggest thing. Fuck being insecure. A woman that's lying, a woman that's cheating, a woman that's doing anything that don't align with what I got going on is not in best interest of my kingdom and my purpose. So that shit needs to be eradicated.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's all it is. It's the bad traits that come from cheating. It's just not even the cheating in general. Because if you're doing it morally, it's not even cheating. If you're being honest and upfront, that's not cheating. You're keeping it flared in. Mm-hmm. But like the lying and sneaking that women do, that's why it's bad. That's literally the only reason. Because now you're lying and sneaking about this. What else would you lie about? Like, you lying to say you didn't fuck him, but you did. Next thing you know, you giving him a kid, like, he in my crib. It gets sticky that way. It gets real sticky. And I feel like you just got to avoid that shit at all costs.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man. When it comes to, you don't want to be that guy that's risking everything you got over a woman. And that's why, like, a lot of guys that are as successful as Tom Brady, they take that Leonardo da Vinci route where any woman that comes in their life, they kind of keep them at arm's length. Like, yeah, I still love her. Yeah, we still cool, but I can't let her in on everything I got going on because this bitch, she might switch up for the next rich dude. As soon as I do one thing she don't like, now she telling my business, or she going to go get her lick back, quote unquote, as they like to say. It just can get messy.
It gets so messy for no reason. That's kind of disgusting. Getting a lick back. Oh my goodness. I asked the girl that. I was like, are you the type to get a lick back? She paused. My word, I was like, thank you. I needed that. Like, yeah, she is. Because why the fuck you paused? Like, ooh.
Because she's probably said that before. 9 times out of 10. She said it before, or like that's what her and her friends like to say. Oh, I'm going to get my lick back. And women, they are class A manipulators now.
No cap.
Like, even to the point where you'll call them out for something, and next thing you know, she's crying and acting sad.
Or like, trying to suck your dick.
Yeah, it's
I
like
hate those type
you
of
are. Like, they just class A manipulators, and they don't even know they be doing it sometimes.
But they do be very good at it, and I feel like they're damn near better than a lot of men when it really comes down to it. Because a lot of the times, when a woman really wants to get you to do what she wants, because that's really what it is. They just want you to do what they want when they want, like a damn near, like they want a robot. You can't go. And they can try to make it seem like you're literally crazy. Like, you're literally, like, that's what, when they start throwing around those words like, you're insecure, that's all it is. It's just make you think like, oh, it makes you second guess yourself sometimes. Like, am I crazy? No, you're not insecure. No, check that phone. Do what you got to do to protect your Lambo, bro.
Hell yeah, man. You got to protect your Lambo. You got to protect your dreams, you know what I'm saying? And to me, I don't know. If you got to do all that extra shit, you might as well kick the bitch out, to be honest, because it's like, you don't want to be focused too much on what a bitch doing. Like if she doing anything, like, that's, you wasting brain points throughout your day, to be honest, when it comes to that shit. That's why a lot of dudes, they be on that, oh, it's cheaper to keep her. Like, nah, fuck it, go ahead and get the divorce. I think that was probably the smartest relationship move Tom Brady made in years. Like, oh, she want a divorce? Okay, where the papers at? Send that shit express.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was talking to my grandma about that the other day. She was like, yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. I was like, Granny, no, it is not. Because the mental stress and anguish you go through on a daily basis, that shit will literally kill you by its own.
Yeah, it would kill you, ruin your mental health. And women don't even be thinking about that. Like, damn, I'm arguing with this nigga every day, or I'm mad about all these little petty things every day. And now I'm wondering why he want to sit on the game with his guys, or he take the long way home and shit like that, or he gotta go get a beer before he come home and shit like that. It's because he trying to cope with his situation, and a lot of times guys don't see a way out because a lot of them have that one itis and scared to leave a girl, which you can't. First of all, you gotta realize don't nothing matter in this goddamn world. The only things that matter is the things that you choose to matter. And you can switch that shit on and off anytime. Of course, there's going to be pain and emotions and all that stuff behind things. But you got to realize those are just simply reactions to not going to be with her no more. I'm remembering these memories and things like that. But if you do spend time meditating, you'll even understand when it comes to your emotions. You just gotta feel it and let it pass. Just like those thoughts that come by when you're meditating. You feel it, you let it pass. I'm not gonna have a bad day. I'm not gonna be the type of guy that I might have a bad moment. I might have a bad 5 minutes. But I'm not gonna let anything a girl do, anything anybody do affect my full on day. Because I can't miss a day because of bitch. Like when it comes to being consistent on my workouts, the day I missed, that might have been the day I was supposed to get lucky and I found $1 million. You feel me?
I feel that too. And you can't text the girl. That's what I was thinking. Like, bro, I feel like you got that perfectly. Feel the emotion in the moment, but let it go. Like you gotta feel it and then let it pass. Just like when you see a beautiful girl on the street. Oh yeah, you can acknowledge that and you just let it go. You would be fucking up niggas up. They be trying to fuck every bitch. they see
No, they take that. They start internalizing. They start fantasizing. When you're fantasizing, it's just like a dream. Your body is gonna feel the same fucking emotions. Like literally, last night I had a crazy ass dream. Me, you, and Doe are in this dance competition. And we have no routine. And we're getting called on stage first. So you know what I did? I started to feel like in the dream I'm feeling nervous. So I'm like, fuck, let me tell these niggas I gotta go to the bathroom and just dip. And that's exactly what I did. Once I dipped, I ended up waking up. So I'm like, that's the same thing when it comes to like you fantasizing about a girl. Like you're gonna feel those same emotions and you wasting energy at that point.
That's a fact. Leaving us to do the dance is insane. We could have came up with some shit on the spot. Niggas know the two-step. Bro, but I totally agree. And I feel like we have to put that energy into better places, bro. I feel like a lot of us, we get caught up in the day-to-day and forget about like the dreams that's supposed to be like in your head. Like I feel like the things you really want to accomplish should never leave your head. Like that thought should always be in the back of the head. Like, yeah, we're having this great conversation right now. But like, nah, like I got big things I have to do.
Yeah, it should be it should be on the front of your mind as much as possible. Yeah. And that's why you need a woman that adds to the piece that you already created by yourself rather than one that's coming in and you feeling like, damn, she like a burden or damn, like, goddamn, like it's arguments. Goddamn, I looked at a girl and she all mad about some shit like that. It's like, nah. At that point, I don't care what they be saying about insecure dudes. Insecure woman is way worse, and which most of them are to some extent, like, it's being honest, but it's because they don't, to me, I take pride in the fact that even though I have a relationship, I am still in competition for my woman with other guys, whether I know it or not, whether I want to agree with it or not. It's a nigga out there waiting to fuck my bitch. It's a nigga out there waiting. And I understand that competition and I internalize that competition. Same thing with your future wife. It's a nigga out there trying to fuck her right now. He's doing push-ups right now, thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna do more push-ups than Meechyyy so I can get her. Nah, I'm saying it's like it's a nigga thinking like that. But women, when they think about that type of competition and don't understand, like, damn, I'm still in competition for my man. Yeah, we might be in a relationship. I may already have him, but I'm still in the competition. It's other women waiting to fuck him. This woman throwing themselves at him probably all day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel like that's how you stay in a relationship.
Yeah, that is how. Because you're going to continue to date each other throughout it, whether you relationship, marriage, all of that.
I'm thinking about that nigga trying to do more push-ups than me. That's fucking insane. I love my bitch. But I totally agree. But if you can't keep dating your girl and keeping the spark there, like, I feel like that's how you going to, like, really eventually.
You going to stay on your shit?
Yeah. It will be better for everything, for your purpose and everything that comes behind it. But I do feel like where Tom Brady did make a little mistake, I feel like you really have to date that girl for at least 5+.
I feel like the dating shit never stopped, to be honest.
I meant, like, I was talking about before marriage. So, like, before you actually put a ring on it, bro, you gotta really date this girl because you gotta.
Yeah, like you vetting, you're still vetting.
You gotta be, and I feel like people be rushing into that marriage stuff a little too quickly when it really comes down to it. Because you gotta think that shit is a legal document saying like, nah, y'all are legit one now. Y'all was already one like spiritually.
The thing is, the legal marriage signing paper, that's a business decision first.
I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, and is this going to be a good business partner? And then somebody said, "Oh, if you're looking at marriage like as a business, I feel bad for you." No, I feel bad for you because that love is going to fade on everything. Like love, people say love, bro. Love does change, bro.
Yeah.
Love changes.
I don't even think it's the love. It's more so of the lust. And once you start getting comfortable with somebody, it's like certain things. Like you're just not gonna be that original spark. That's why you do have to like do different things, but also still do some of the same things. Know what I'm saying? Like, cause with girls, it's about the moment and it's about the little things. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as marriage, it has to be a business decision. Cause like I said, looks fade, all these things that would got y'all together, that honeymoon phase. Once that over, it's about duty. And like,
no cap.
That's what marriage is all about. It's about sacrifice and it's about duty. It's about, I know I still love this person, but today I do not like their ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's about,
I do not like.
But it's about duty. It's about like, it's bigger than how I'm fucking feeling today. Cause shit, tomorrow I'm a fucking, know what I'm saying? Shit might feel like the first day again.
I'm telling you, and I feel like that's where it all comes together, bro. Because when you really treat it like it's a new day, like my duty is to love this person, like no matter if I like them or not. You feel me? No matter what they did the day before, like it's a new day, let's get it. And I feel like people don't understand that, and I feel like it's so much of a sacrifice for relationships that people don't also get. Because let's say, Tom isn't always in the crib. His wife is doing most of the doing stuff with the kids. She's stressed out. Let's just say she's stressed out. Tom isn't there. She's not doing it. Bro, these are sacrifices sometimes you just gotta make. Simple as that. Like, not every time he might not be able to give you your emotional support that you need. That's a fact. He might be off doing something. And I'm sorry, but if you can't sacrifice like some in the moment stuff for the long term, you shouldn't be a wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
Definitely not marriage material. And it's going to be so interesting because just how, like we always say, it's going to be a lot of cat ladies, a lot of lonely older women. It's going to be the same on the men's side too, as well. I think men can deal with the loneliness a little better just because we can provide for ourselves and stuff like that more easier. But it's still going to be an epidemic of guys trying to find the right woman and women trying to find the right man, but neither one of them are right for anybody. So it's like, a lot of people, like, cause I see guys all the time, like, oh, these bitches ain't shit, but it's like, be like you're out of shape, you fucking smoke weed 24/7, it's so many different bad traits, non-marriageable traits as a man that we don't talk about that a lot of niggas have and shit like that. Like, or you just too feminine as a whole type shit, and it's like you expecting to find a good woman out of that.
I totally agree, and I look at it like this: if I wanted to be like a normal person in this life, like have a normal job, like live a normal life, not do no self-improvement, nothing too like extraordinary, not have the best body, blah blah blah, I feel like you should settle for some shit. I can't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
I feel like
you're gonna have to deal with waking up in Sexy Red playing in your fucking house. So you're gonna have to deal with that shit if you don't want to, because it's like it's easy to, if you are working out, you're trying to do something entrepreneurial, and you doing at least one other thing, whether it's cold showers, meditating, reading. Like, if you're doing at least 3 of those things, you're probably in the top 5% of men already.
I'm telling you.
And then after that, the competition just gets steeper because it's less guys in that realm of actually doing their thing. If you're not doing none of that, you're gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to be the dude that's got the big girl, or you got the ratchet girl. It's gonna be something wrong with that girl.
I'm telling you, bro. And I feel like, hey, if that's how you want to live, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you do you. But I'm just saying, it got to be the same vice versa. So as a girl, you're kind of out of shape. You're not the most loyal. You got 10 plus bodies. Blah, blah, blah. You should not be expecting a man to pay all the bills.
Most guys know they lane in real life. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, that's why guys feel nervous when it comes to talking to some girls. Because she's out my league. I can't talk to her. A woman, they don't be knowing they lane at all most of the time. Like they always which is good. Like, you can have your standards, but at some point, you're going to have to be realistic when you get towards the end of fucking birthing age.
I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying. Like, the girls with outrageous standards, they're never going to get it. Like, you're never going to find that guy because, one, he does exist, but he's not looking for you.
Yeah.
Same with the guys. Like, yeah, you can get that real good girl. She's a good housewife. Everything you want in a woman. But she doesn't want no fat, lazy slob.
Hell yeah. Her parents, more than likely, ain't even going to allow it.
They won't, because she has a father in her life.
Another thing from Antoinette, he always said, like, yeah, shit, I'm going on the first date with my daughter, like, that. Check out the type of people she fucking with, like, which that's a little on the extreme side, and I do think he's saying it for shock value, but he's just saying that, yeah, as a father, you need to vet your daughter's mates appropriately. That was a normal thing back in the day.
I'm telling you, and I feel like it should be like that. To be honest, I'd feel some type of way if my Charlie's father didn't want to meet me and like get to know me. I'd be like, that's kind of throwing me like, was he present in her life? Like,
Probably not.
I'm telling you, bro. But these are the serious things we need. But that's going to be the end of today's episode, man. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Episode 93, man. Appreciate y'all for watching always, man. I ain't got nothing else for y'all, man. I think we laid it all out. We left it all on the island.
I like that.
It's always lay out.
No